Hey guys, it's me, DDP, and I wanted to give you guys like an update about my personal experience during this pandemic because between the internet, the videos, the news, I mean, like, you don't know what to trust, you don't know what to believe because it seems like everything keeps contradicting itself. So I wanted to give you my personal experience, what I've been going through during this time, and maybe it'll end up helping you out. I think pretty much everybody in the beginning knew when this COVID thing hit, I got super strict. Me and Brittany put out videos how to make things safer for shopping and what to do with gloves and the mask. Like, I really took this seriously. So serious, I started getting IV bags, like extra vitamin C and glutathione and all these things that are really helpful to keep you healthy. And then as time went on, things started opening up, and like everybody else, I started to feel a little comfortable. So I called my buddy up, Ken Backler up at Life Med Institute, so where I'm going to get my stem cells shot into my knees and my shoulders. I'm safe with Ken. He runs a place that's all about being super anal about your health. Like, they're one of those companies that have to be open. While I'm up there, I'm going to get another IV bag. I'm going to get the whole works while I'm there. So me and Paige, we go. We get up there at Life Med Institute. I get a text from one of my buddies. He tells me remember my son has COVID? I do too. I was with him the day before. So I leave Life Med, and because he doesn't have the test that can find out in like 20 minutes. He's got the ones that would take a couple of days. So I don't know if I have the virus or not. So we find a place, we go get tested. They put the thing up our nose. Paige freaked out when that happened. But she really hated it. But we found out we didn't have it. So great. Now we can I get my stem cells, I get my IV bag, I take off, I go to Jersey, I go to Philadelphia, first of all, and see Paige's people. Then we go to see my mom, my sister, my brother-in-law. And then we come home and everything's cool. Things are opening up. I'm feeling like, maybe the worst of this COVID is over. When we got back home, one of our family members was having a bridal shower. So Brittany and Paige went to the shower, and there was 16 other women there, and no one was wearing masks because everybody feels super comfortable with everybody. And bottom line is, Paige came home. Brittany had no symptoms for days. But around the second or third day, I started feeling sick. And then Paige was feeling sick. And then we thought, wow, is this COVID? Because our mind's going to go right to that. And like, where could that even come from? Not even thinking about the bridal shower. We don't know that anyone else was sick yet. We're just thinking about ourselves. So I wanted to get my entire company all tested, because means my business partner, Steve Yu, we were talking about, let's just test everyone. And it was like next to impossible. You couldn't find any place to get tested. So by the time we got that third day, man, we were getting hit hard. And Paige, she was really getting hit hard. So I was like, let's, I don't know if this is COVID or what it is, but let's call up my doctor, Dr. Ashgar. And so he won't let anybody come to his place who's got COVID or even thinks they do. So we do a Zoom call. He prescribes us, some stuff that I had really asked him about, which was prednisone and Z-Pak. That was the main part that I really wanted him to prescribe for us. So we're on something to try to fight it, whether it worked or not. But the bottom line is that we couldn't get anyone to test us either. So I couldn't find any from CVS or whatever, all these free testing. So I went to this company called VitaFusions, who does a lot of my bags, those same vitamin bags that I get in the Atlanta area. And they tested us, and we got our vitamin bag and we're doing the right thing, and feeling, maybe we don't have COVID. And then, boom, it came down and knocked us on our ass. And like, for me, it was, my voice got more and more raspier than this. I started feeling super weak. Trying to sleep was like next to impossible. I felt like Big Show had a hold of my back. I mean, it was so painful. And this went on for days. And I was dreading even going to bed because that's when I would have the most pain in my back. But Paige, she was going through something completely different than I was. Like, she would get the fever. I don't think I ever got a fever over 99. Hers was up to 102.4 a bunch of different times. So she's like, sweating her ass off. And then one morning when I wake up, she's out. And so I let her sleep. She slept till 12 o'clock that day. And when she finally woke up, she was like, man, I couldn't sleep last night at all. My body started freezing. So she couldn't get warm. So she had just broken sleep all night. So what we figured out is let's put heating pads like underneath you. Like if you're having trouble like sleeping because you're freezing so bad, go to Amazon and get those 2-foot heating pads. We got 2 of them and we put them under her. So now she could actually just turn up the levels a little bit and stay warm, or when she feels the cold coming on, no matter when it is, her body's going to stay warm. Now, I didn't even really realize this, but Linda, who is my it's like my sister, she's my head vice president of finance for my company, she's got it too. So Brittany isn't just taking care of me and Paige and the baby, she's going up and taking care of her mother too. And so we got to get her down here because she's all by herself and she's freezing. She tells me that she's put she had 2 hair dryers under the covers trying to warm her body. So bottom line is I got her over here and I got the pads down for her and now she's doing better. But this is days that are going on. Like we're like 5 days into it, no test results. 6 days, 7 days, 8 days. My doc's like, Dr. Ashgar's like, you've got it. It's just like, I know you're waiting to get the positive, knowing you got it. He goes, but you must have it. And 9 days in, we finally get the tests. Paige is positive. They say I am not. I was like, what? My doctor's like, that's got to be a mistake. So let me just take you back up to, like, we don't know what to believe, but what I'm telling you actually really happened. So I call up QT, who's one of the wrestlers for AEW, because he had left me a message, and I heard he had COVID. He tells me 20 days ago he was tested. He's got COVID. He had 3 days of symptoms, nothing after that. His wife, Caroline, she came back negative. She's had one symptom after another, from throwing up to freezing to everything. And she's negative. He got another test today, says that he's still positive. So it's crazy, like that the information, like it's like it just came onto the world so fast, they don't know what they're doing. So the biggest reason I'm I've been trying to figure out how we're going to tell the story to you guys that hopefully means something to you, is that if you go back to the bridal shower, everybody felt comfortable with everybody. So no one's wearing a mask. Everyone's hanging out. 7 women got sick from that. Now, we're waiting to find out how many's got COVID. I know Paige does. I know Linda does. And I would bet that the other 5 do too. And it's crazy because Brittany can like walk among the lepers. She gets nothing. So you don't know who's good, who's carrying, who's not. Just be careful. That's all I can say to you. I want this to end. I want to get back to a regular life. But it's not going to happen anytime soon until we all come together as one. And right now, this is the craziest time we've ever been around, at least in my life, and I'm 64. So the bottom line is, I'm hoping you got something out of this. And what I'm hoping you got out of this is maybe not be so overconfident, that things are getting better because it's taking longer, because they're not. All you gotta do is look at the numbers and you'll see that they're just going through the roof. Now, the positive side is not as many people are dying, which is a really good thing, which shows we can get through this. And it's not getting to older people like myself, because you don't want this thing. This thing kicked my ass for over 2 weeks. And my girl, Paige, she got it even worse. And she's younger than me, like a lot. And she got her ass kicked, and she still is, because of that, when it gets in your lungs, man, not a good place to be, like so many people. So just please try to just care about other people. If you don't wear a mask for you, wear it for other people. Be cautious, do the social distancing, and just be good to each other, because we only got ourselves, so be good to each other. I want to thank a couple people who really helped me on this journey of me getting my ass kicked. And my main guy, Dr. Ashgar, thank you, bro, for working with me and taking calls like 11 o'clock at night, from me when I was really bad, and helping me get through this. I want to thank Dr. Kenneth West and his wife, Tracy, for just brainstorming what's the best way we can do to get through this. I want to thank Chai over at Vita Infusions. If you're in the Atlanta area, just look it up, Vita Infusions. She's the one who gave me those really amazing vitamin packs, and they really helped a lot. Just like my buddy up in Timonium, right outside of Baltimore, Kent Backler and Jen Backler over at Life Med Institute. They hooked me up with the vitamin bags. They also got me stem cells in my shoulders and my knees. Really helped out a lot. I love you guys. But most of all, thank you to my daughter, Brittany, who has been an angel and a vampire. And what I mean by that is she can walk among the dead. She can walk among the lepers and not get infected. I don't know if it's because she's a new mom, and she's got all those extra immune system built in for her and the baby. But she has been a godsend, not just to me, but her mother, Linda, to Josh Nair, helping him out there. Just whatever we've needed, she's been there to help us. And God bless you, baby. I love you. Thank you so much. Everyone, be good to each other. Stay strong and be smart. See ya.